Farmer Boys presents no-brainer deals starting at $3. It's a tasty bounty of Farmer Boys quality. 7 farm fresh choices starting at just $3. Who thought of that? Oh, got it. Farmer Boys, farm food ain't fast food.
This is Eyewitness News with live breaking news.
And we have breaking news here at 6:30. A major backup on the 405 in Long Beach this morning. Scott Reif live in Air 7 HD with more for us. Scott.
Yeah, John, some good news. Just moments ago, they wrapped up the 2 separate accidents we had on the 405 freeway southbound around the Cherry off-ramp. So things are getting better on the southbound side and recovering on the northbound side. So pretty good news. It's still a little off and on slow here as they get this accident off to the shoulder. But all lanes of the main line are open, so things are going to start to get better. We're going to head this way, though, up into West LA. We're worried about this one as far as delays are concerned. 405 south at Wilshire. Potholes in the roadway. They're blocking off lanes. They're running a traffic brake. And there's a lot of volume south 405 coming out of that Sepulveda Pass. We're already starting to see some delays. So give yourself extra time there if that's your drive on the south 405. Brandy, John?
All right, Scott, thanks. 6:31 in the morning. We're live on ABC 7, Hulu Live, and wherever you stream. I'm John Gregory in for Leslie Sykes.
And I'm Brandy Hitt. Let's check in with Brianna Ruffalo on that forecast. Look into the weekend already.
Yeah, and it's going to be a beautiful weekend, too. We are in for some warmer weather, though. So in some of those inland spots, it's going to be getting pretty warm. We are dealing with some Santa Ana winds. We've been seeing our cameras at the higher elevations. They're shaking around still this morning. And so if you're in any of the wind-prone spots, you've been dealing with a little bit of wind this morning. That will calm down this afternoon, and then we're just going to be left with some really nice temperatures. It's about 56 degrees there in Riverside. So a cool start to the day. You'll want your sweaters, your jackets, and then later this afternoon, you won't need them. We've been saying that quite often here throughout this winter, unfortunately. We have no rain in the forecast, but a lot of sunshine today. Downtown LA 72, Orange County 74, and then the warmest Inland Empire and Valley spots getting up to about 75. So it's going to be a really nice afternoon out there. Beaches at 70 degrees today, the mountains at 47, and the high desert at about 66. We're going to get even warmer as we head into the weekend. We'll let you know when and where we will see some 80s out there, guys. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Brianna. We have breaking news in Long Beach, a wild crime spree overnight, including multiple shootings, a carjacking, and a standoff with a suspect accused of it all.
Let's go back to Eyewitness News reporter Tony Cabrera. He's live with where things came to an end, and you're in Carson, right, Tony?
Crime scenes. One is here in Carson, where the suspect was found barricaded inside the building behind me. The other is about 10 minutes away on East 57th Street in Long Beach, where at about 7 o'clock last night, the police say 3 people were shot. Around the same time, in that same area, there was a carjacking. Long Beach police believe one suspect was responsible for all of the crimes and that he fled to Carson. That is crime scene number 2 on the 21,000 block of Alameda Street north of the 405. This is where police found the blue car that was stolen. They also eventually found the suspect barricaded inside an industrial building that we saw. The SWAT team was called out, but during negotiations, we're told shots were heard inside. When police went in, they say they found the suspect suffering from self-inflicted gunshot wounds. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Now back here on the scene, we are waiting to hear from Long Beach police about the man's identity, as well as the conditions of the 3 people that were shot in Long Beach. And so the investigation will continue. We hope to bring you those details when we can. In Carson, Tony Cabrera, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, Tony, thank you very much for the update. Also, this breaking news we continue to follow for you. New information in a homicide investigation after this crash in the Mid-City area. A live look at the scene there near Washington and La Brea. Now, police say they responded to a crash and an altercation that happened after the wreck around 3 o'clock this morning. Now, officers say the victim was stabbed to death after being in the area and possibly witnessing this crash. The stabbing suspect apparently ran off. Police still have not made any arrests.
Well, this morning, Russia widening its military offensive in Ukraine, striking near airports in the western part of that country for the first time.
This all comes as President Biden's going to announce later this morning that the U.S., along with the European Union and G7 countries, will be moving to revoke the most favored nation trade status from Russia. That move would then allow the U.S. and allies to impose tariffs on Russian imports. Now, the UN Security Council is also meeting today at Russia's request to talk about what Moscow claims are the military biological activities of the U.S. on the territory of Ukraine. Still waiting to hear more on that. In the meantime, new satellite images do show Russian military convoys near Kyiv that stretched more than 40 miles long has, quote, largely dispersed, as we're told.
And new this morning, a new record high for gas prices in L.A. County. But there is some good news, sort of. After several days of 15-cent daily increases, this time overnight gas only went up about 2 cents. L.A.'s average is now at $5.80 today. A week ago, it was $5.15 a gallon. A year ago, we were paying about $3.85 a gallon. And if gas prices stay as high as they are now, families could end up shelling out about $1,300 more a year. Moody's Analytics broke down the math based on Monday's national average. As these prices rise, it could impact the economy in other ways, too. A new AAA survey finds 60% of Americans say they will alter their driving and lifestyle habits to counter the rising costs. And that includes driving less, carpooling, and cutting back on things like shopping and dining out.
With all that happening, this isn't surprising to many. In Long Beach, a person taken into custody accused of trying to steal gas at a Chevron station right on Redondo Beach Boulevard. Now, it's not clear exactly how much gas they tried to